Welcome to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students, Lesson 322. I can give up, but what was never real. I sacrifice illusions, nothing more. And as illusions go, I find the gifts illusions tried to hide, awaiting me in shining welcome, and in readiness to give God's ancient messages to me. His memory abides in every gift that I receive of him, and every dream serves only to conceal the self, which is God's only Son. The likeness of himself, the Holy One, who still abides in him forever as he still abides in me. Father, to you all sacrifice remains forever inconceivable, and so I cannot sacrifice except in dreams. As you created me, I can give up nothing you gave me. What you did not give has no reality. What loss can I anticipate except the loss of fear and the return of love into my mind? This lesson is so poignant. I remember a time when I first was getting started in a workbook for students, and I remember feeling really discombobulated and confused, and I was having a bit of an identity crisis. I was, because I was ego was losing its grip on me, and I felt like I don't even know who I am anymore. I was so identified with being a problem solver that I was unintentionally creating problems so that I could keep my identity by solving them. And as I began to apply these principles, my problems started to disappear. And you would think I would celebrate that, except I didn't. My ego frantically was searching for something to anchor itself to, because what would it be without problems? What would it be without war and strife and misery and the daily atrocities of human life? What would it be? It would have no function. And I remember feeling really scared that I was giving up my identity because I was lost and confused about who I truly was. I had always known myself as a small, scared, frightened human being desperately seeking to improve and to create a better life for myself and my loved ones. I hadn't ever in my life considered that I was creating the misery that I was trying to get away from, because that would be insane. Who would do that? Well, the ego is insane. And I don't know if you have experienced this in some small way along with me in the workbook for students, where it does cause some temporary confusion as you release that old identity of victim or bully or problem solver or broken, whatever identity your ego had given you. When you begin to give that up and accept the truth, it feels like death to the ego. And perhaps that's where the saying of, you must die to be reborn. You must die to the lies to be born into the light, into the truth. And over time, I started to acclimate to having a more peaceful and happy and joyful life and harmonious relationships. But I'm going to be honest, it was really boring for a while. There was a part of me that didn't want to exist anymore, because until I had fully released that attachment to suffering, a peaceful life was hellish. If you've been there, then you get it. If you haven't, if that hasn't happened for you yet, I'll just let you know that might be something that occurs, is you will actually resist peace. You will resist love. You will resist joy, because it feels so foreign. And in a way, it felt pointless. I was like, if I'm already saved, I'm already whole and complete, why am I even here? Spirit started to help me accept a new identity as a creator. And I started finding joy in creation for the sake of creation. I planted an orchard on my property. I started tending my garden. I started watercoloring. I I started expressing in a joyful and light and playful way. And that replaced all the problem solving and all the problem manifesting that I had been doing before. And it's not that inconveniences never show up. It's not that I never hit a bump in the road. It's just that when I do, I understand that it's okay and I'm okay. And I can handle it, and I do. Father, to you all sacrifice remains forever inconceivable. And so I cannot sacrifice except in dreams. I'm just going to share with you what I've experienced, and that is that anything you think you lose is actually a gain, because all you're letting go of is a false identity, false perceptions, fear, and lies, and those things never served you. They only obscured the truth. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for lesson 323.